Now, if you've not seen or heard about these anywhere on the internet, I'm not surprised because there's basically no info out there besides a few articles. First of all, the exclusive way was to be invited by Nike at a special exclusive event in Beijing, China, back on March 24th of this year. And Jordan Brand offered you the option to buy these for retail price of $975. Now, the other way is the way that I got them. You pay resale, you find a pair online. Problem with that is they're super hard to find online for a reasonable price. So I hit up my boy Giancarlo, Blazonary. They sourced me this pair. Huge shout out to them. Let's unbox it and kind of talk about all the extras you get with it. Now, this pair is dubbed the Wings Pack. With that, there was 4 different pairs that released, and there is rumored to be more pairs dropping. This is only lot number 1 supposedly, but we really have no info on when that's going to happen or if it's going to be another exclusive event or what the deal is, because the retail price is super high. The lows, it was $875, the highs, it was $975, and the resale market is even crazier than that. So first of all, the box is a little dirty, I'm not gonna lie. It's just what happens when you ship pairs and a bunch of people touch an all white box. You get that Jordan Wings logo on the top of it. It is a really hefty duty box, not something you would typically get with the Jordan 1 High. There is no size tag on the outside, nothing like that, nothing on the bottom. Opening up here, that top lid, first thing you are met with is an invite card. Now, this is what you would have gotten when you got invited to the Nike event. There's no personal details in here, it was already taken out. But now the cool part about these is Nike went all out on them. You got a ton of extras, which is what we're looking at now. One of those extras is 2 extra insoles, which you typically don't get. These have that orange Italian leather with that Nike Air in the swoosh and the Wings logo on the bottom in gold font. You also get an all white dust bag with that Jumpman logo. 2 extra sets of laces. The cool thing about these is they have gold lace tips with Air Jordan in silver on the end of them. I mean, everything is premium about these. And you also get this cool little box with a Jordan logo on the top, but what's inside, I was not expecting. I didn't know about this little Wings logo. It's a silver pin. I don't know the material. I don't know if it's stainless steel or whatever the deal is. And finally, the most exclusive part about the box is the pair itself. Ooh, just admire that for a second. First impressions, materials are A1. It's hard to tell on camera how good they are. Now, why did Nike do this? They wanted to come out with a collection of insane material pairs that kind of celebrate the heritage of the Jordan name, how iconic it was, especially back in the 80s and early 90s. I mean, it really transcended fashion and basketball. It turned into a global brand, especially with what it is today. Now, with that, they used the most premium materials. So the entire upper is this white, full grain Italian leather. It is all one tone that was handcrafted by an Italian artisan. Even the edges of the leather were hand painted that brown material to make it look like a raw finish. And I've had other handcrafted pairs in the past, and the attention to detail on these is spectacular. Everything from the overall design to the toe box shape to that back heel being vertical, true to that 1985 design. And speaking about 1985, I have a pair of fully restored 1985 Chicagos. They're my holy grail. They're my holy grail. Being a sneakerhead, this is the pair that started it all. So we can kind of look and compare the 2 pairs together. I mean, they're super similar looking. It's hard to replicate, but you can see the overall design of that heel being straight up and down, the toe box having a little more room on it, like this one does as well, the midsole having that rougher edge. And with Nike celebrating their heritage, they wanted to make these true to spec as possible, and I think they did just that. Now, going back to front, you can see all the layering of that material in the back. It just looks so good. The top flaps, when you look on the inside, they're actually hand painted as well, which is a cool little detail. The inside lining is really thin compared to new pairs, but it is super plush because they used a nice satin lining, which is like top line premium. The swoosh logo lines up exactly where it should. On the tongue tag, you get a Wings logo as well as made in Italy because these are handcrafted by Italian artisans. On the inside of the left tongue, you also get a number that says which pair you have. This is number 1884 out of 2275, and it does say lot number 1, which leads me to believe that there's going to be more lots in the future and more pairs, unless this is just number 1 out of the 4 pairs. I'm not 100% sure. Again, there's not a ton of detail about these online. Something kind of cool about these is on the right pair, you actually get a print of Michael Jordan's signature in light blue. I think it's kind of a cool little Easter egg and heritage. He's the man who started it all. Going down to the toe box, again, it's true to that 85 shape. It really resembles retro 85s of the new pairs, such as these metallic reds that have been beating into the ground. It's very similar to that. The midsole is that retro 85 shape that they've been using. Bottom, they went with a gum outsole, which I really like because it resembles that raw edging on the leather and it's just very cohesive. Instead of doing Nike Air with the swoosh on both pairs, on the right pair you have that, but on the left pair you have a Wings logo in the middle. So kind of a cool little contrasting detail. That inside insole is different than the orange insoles that you get extra. It is that satin lining with the Nike Air as well as the Wings logo on the other one. And another really cool detail is you get Air Jordan all over the inside of the bottom of the outsole. I mean, every little detail about these is insane. Now, the craziest part about this video is this is not the first time you're gonna be seeing this pair. It's not a one-off review. It is the introduction to my 30-day wear test. Yes, I'm gonna be wearing this pair of shoes for 30 days straight. Currently, it's raining outside. I live in Minnesota. The weather varies, especially in the spring. A lot of rain, a lot of mud. This pair is basically perfect. I mean, this is the perfect blank canvas. I saw these come out and I was like, this is the ultimate wear test I've done. So this is the last time you're gonna see them in this perfect condition. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of prepare this pair for the wear test. I'm going to actually take these insoles out. I wanna put the orange insoles in. I think it's gonna add a little pop color. I am gonna leave the regular laces in because they're more neutral tone and they're gonna show more dirt wear. Let's get to it. So we started off this wear test strong. I took a flight right to Boston to go film for my buddy Giancarlo, SneakerCon. So they got some airtime right off the bat. Solid, nothing crazy, a little creasing, but it was a lot of steps, a lot of walking. Ended up taking a road trip to New York right after, and it was raining, so they got quite a bit of mud. I mean, what can you expect? Rain, dirt, they don't mix very well, but the tops were looking fine. It was just those outsoles, which kind of came off throughout the wear test. After that, went back to Minnesota, a lot of dog walks, a lot of just daily life. This is at Starbucks. I actually ended up spilling some coffee on them on accident. More dog walks with my wife and Kirk. Even caught a few Wolves playoff games, went to a couple of Twins games as well. And now you can see they're starting to get quite a bit dirty. And then we capped the wear test off with maybe the dumbest idea yet. It was post-raining and I decided to take the e-bike out. Well, they got quite a bit dirty and that was not my intentions, but it actually worked out pretty well to see how good Reshoevn8r would do. This is the best part of the video when I see them all cleaned up in their pristine state again. I'm super excited to see how Reshoevn8r did. Now at the end of this wear test, I went e-biking. They got super muddy, so they got a ton of surface dirt all over them, but there was a ton of dust and creasing and just all kinds of wear from 30 days on them already. And I could have cleaned them myself. I've done that in the past, but I figured with it being a very expensive pair and a rare pair and being an all-white silhouette, if you don't clean it right, you're gonna be able to see every little part that you missed. So I figured I would ship them off to Reshoevn8r. They have their mail-in cleaning service. I went with the white glove service, top of the line, the experts in the business. And this is my honest thoughts. This is my honest feedback on how good they did cleaning. So let's check it out. So we got each shoe in one of their Reshoevn8r dust bags. Let's open this one up first and then we can get the other one out. That surface dirt looks like it's gone. It's a good sign. Ooh, all right. They did a pretty good job from what I'm seeing. Let me pull the other one out. Now again, like I said, with it being an all-white pair, if you miss a spot, I'm gonna be able to tell. That's just the facts of it. And from what I'm seeing, I don't think they missed any parts at all. So I'm gonna flash up an image of these on day one. Here is what they look like now after the wear test, after being clean. I think they look pretty similar to what they did on day one, which is very impressive because I put these through the rounds over 30 days. You can see some of that creasing is still there. You're not gonna be able to get that out, especially on the back heel creasing. You can't. The toe box creasing is definitely less than what it was when I shipped it out. They put their Reshoevn8r shoe trees in here, so it kind of took some of that away, especially with it sitting in there over shipping and stuff. I like how they laced it up good. They put all the laces, I'm kind of nitpicky with that, where they overlap or they're twisted. They fixed all that. Everything looks pristine, so very good. The laces are even clean to a T. They look brand new. None of the hand-painted side edging is gone or rubbed away. The insole, let's check that out. I think it's probably pretty good. I mean, it was a good quality material when I shipped it off. Yeah, it looks basically brand new. Yeah, the laces, even the lace tips are all there. The gold Air Jordan lace tips, like that's all there. I'm very impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely recommend them in the future. I think if I do any other wear test where it's a really expensive pair like this, I probably won't clean it myself. I'll probably ship it off to them to get their white glove service and get the best in the business to do it. So I like that that's actually an option in the community. I know that some pairs you don't want to destroy yourself. I mean, they do offer cleaning kits. I have some that I use on my personal pairs, especially stuff that I'm wearing every single day, not during wear tests. But for pairs like this, I could not recommend it enough. I mean, there's just so many little intricate details that they show in their cleaning series that we don't even know about when it comes to cleaning with different different material, especially with high quality leather like this. So shout out to Reshoevn8r, they killed it. I'm very happy to have these back in the collection. I think I'm gonna keep them for quite a while. It's kind of the grail of all grails right now in my opinion. Thanks for watching this wear test, and let me know what I should test out next.